Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. This is Big Girl Diary. Okay. Oh my goodness. Look, I don't really talk about politics on this channel, but I do on my other channel, Politics with Lart. Check me out over there. Okay. Now, before we get into the video, please take a second, like, subscribe, and please comment. Liking and subscribing is for free. I'm fighting the algorithm. Uh, who knew? Big girls, we have a lot of influence to where they want to suppress us. Okay. So please like the video and subscribe to help me get to 5,000 and then from 5,000 to 10,000. But I can't do it without you. Here's the video. Now, Donald Trump, China, and the tariffs. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm not going to talk about how this is going to affect everyone else. No, I'm only going to talk about how it's going to affect women in the beauty industry and wearing wigs, lace fronts, all that stuff, extended hair pieces. We are in trouble. Well, okay. Not we. A lot of you are in trouble. I don't do, look, I wear my headband and I keep it pushing. I don't. So look, you know what you're getting. This. However, and plus I make it match. I'm so silly. But no, but I see a lot of problems. I really do. Now, I understand what President Trump is doing because he wants everybody to pay their fair share as they should. It should be reciprocated. You get tariffs, we get tariffs. Not we get tariffs and you don't get any tariffs and you get all the benefits to build your country up and then we don't. And just because the United States economy is a little bit stronger doesn't mean that you exploit it. But however, I will say this. I see a whole lot of crime going up. I mean, people whom you would never suspect of committing crimes, going into beauty salons and taking hair off the racks and all that stuff. Even synthetic hair, that's going to go skyrocketing. Now I know some of you are thinking, "Hey, politics with Laura. I mean, you don't even try to do anything with your hair," and that's true. I don't. I find it a waste of time. Dude, look, look. I find it a waste of time. You put all that stuff on, you attract a guy. Next thing you know, you take off. He's like, "Wait, who are you?" I'm not doing it. The way you see me here right now is how I am 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days in a year, except for special occasions. Then other than that, no. Now, like I said, how this is going to affect the average consumer. Well, lace fronts, from what I'm learning, it's like $500 to $1,000 for something that only lasts for 2 weeks. That's going to be a hot commodity. Not only a hot commodity, I see women that'll be willing to go to jail over it. I see it. I see it. Matter of fact, this is what I'm thinking is going to happen. One of two ways. Now, this right here, what you see up here, is a video, a closed caption video. And this is a store in Crown Heights. And this person stole $30,000 worth of uh, hat hair. I mean, the hats, you put on a hat and then the hair is on there. Okay, but $30,000. Now, you're going to see something interesting. Here it is. Okay, you see that? One person, not a bunch of people. Women go there and make a big mess and then want to fight. But nah, look at him. Taking his time by himself. No mask on. Look at him. Look, look, look. Taking his dear sweet time. Look at the hat. Look at the hats on the wall. Taking his dear sweet time. Not making a mess. Nope. Mm-mm. Interesting. Not tearing up place. Look, got his stuff. Come on out. You wouldn't suspect him. But here's the interesting part. Watch. Watch. He's going to the van. You see? But he doesn't get into the van. He gets on a bike. Oh, it's going to be rough. These tariffs are going to be rough. I'm telling you, it's going to be rough. And that is just one thing that I have imagined. And there was another one out in Los Angeles to where the person took um $250,000 worth of merchandise, and this recently happened. It's going to get crazy. It's going to get hard, but that's what I'm saying, that's going to really happen more so now than before, because the women, they have to keep up with the hair. They got to do all that. Yeah, they got to keep up with it. But back to the main video. Did you expect to see that? It's going to get ugly. People that have their own businesses, and then they do individual transactions, they come to you. Like I would say about what, 10 years ago, there were women robbing other women of the hair. And they would come and set up an appointment. They would come and bring the hair. And the next thing you know, it was a heist. They would come and take the hair. I mean, and then the women who were robbing the other women felt entitled to do it. Um, and then was able to completely remove themselves from what they did and made it okay. It was okay. She has other hair. She has business. She could, well, she could always order more hair. I mean, what I did, there's nothing, I mean, you could hear it. And not only in Black communities, because white women also do the same thing. It's going to get crazy. Now, I don't see the tariffs going down. I see that it's quien es más macho. I see the battle of the cojones and how it's going to affect everyone else. But I hope, I hope. Oh, 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 I got within this. I know this should be to my other channel, but I got to tell you, within this, the battle of the tariffs. Oh, this Chinese guy came out and said, "Look, you need to buy from China because we make everything. Like you like to buy Hermes and you pay $37,000 for a purse. Well, this is how we make it. It only costs $1,000 to make it, and then you spend the other $36,000 on a logo." Like, he's telling it. He's telling everything, not everything, everything. He's telling it. And then you're running around spending all this money. And I know your boyfriends and husbands are going to say, hey, okay, I know I cheated. I'm going to buy another Hermes bag from China, or another, whatever bag or whatever it is from China. And then that would be good for me. What? Till next week until I cheat again? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. But men do that. Men, you do. You run around and you act like a canine, and then when she finds out, then you want to pay to get back into her good graces. Now, I think with this information out, it's going to be very hard for you to get back in her good graces, especially when prices are going up. There's a tariff battle, and then you won't be able to cheat anymore without her taking half. I'm just saying. So by this Asian guy coming out saying all this stuff, if you get her anything and it comes from China, you're going to be worse in a doghouse. But that's just my opinion. But however, I just see a lot of issues coming out of this. And my question is this: what are your thoughts? Please like, subscribe, and comment. Help my algorithm. And I'm trying to get to 5,000. I'm so close. I'm so close. Help me get to 5,000. On that note, I want to thank you for stopping by.